Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Banished, and of course welcome back to Kindersburg. You see in front of you, sir and sirettes, you see in front of you progress. Yes, indeed. In fact, these two are going to be paused, though, so progress is about to be paused. For we are building a new mega pasture. Yes, a maximum-sized pasture is coming down along with some new homes for the people who are working the farms over here. This is all because we've just got a big shipment of a new animal. Can you see what they are? Yes, they are ducks. Oh, cows. They are cows. Yes, indeed. We've got cows which will produce leather, which is meh, and will produce beef when slaughtered. The problem is, of course, they're not that effective. And honestly, in terms of priority of animals I wanted, they were definitely on the bottom. But they do provide an interesting new source of food. Now, one issue you can probably see in the corner there is our food stocks aren't looking so good. That's to put it nicely. Our food stocks are actually looking dreadful. And as such, I am about to start laying people off mining and stone cutting in slew for doing more interesting things like fishing and such. I'm also going to put a new gatherer's hut down here to start alleviating some of the problems. I was hoping the food from our pasture, our new chicken pasture, and the walnuts, the orchards rather, would start coming into play, a walnut orchard, by the time that our food stocks were dwindling, but I underestimated the appetites of our people, which is understandable. They have a very healthy appetite, and so we are going to try and alleviate some of these symptoms wherever possible. Currently our food stocks are still going down. I'm hoping for trader, possibly some food we can trade with, but until then we're just going to have to grit our teeth, bear with it, and thankfully only just now the chickens have got to full capacity, which means they are actually putting a decent bit of food on the table. So this is going to be a bit of an adventure, sir and sirettes. There's been a lot of mistakes this Let's Play, I must admit, and of course they're all by human error. So I'm hoping perhaps we can alleviate them though before they cause some serious problems. A reserve of firewood is low. That's because we have been... What? Oh, you are kidding me! No! Well, that, sir and sirettes, is bullcrap. Nature will rise against you! Oh my lord, I've just realised something even worse than the fact we just lost loads of people. That was our food-producing area! While we've got a problem with food. Also a destruction of the food-producing areas. Oh, crap. Oh, no, we just... Could that have moved in a worse place? It killed all our chickens. It killed all our stock. Put the cattle in there, quickly. And now we're starving. Oh, my God, no. Sir and sirettes, that may have ended us. That's just... I honestly think that may have just ended us right there. That may be our loss. That may be the end. I can't see how we're going to come back from that. Quickly build that now, lads. Labourers, builders, we need you more than ever. Quickly rebuild hunting cabins, gatherers, herbalists. How did the herbalist survive? I didn't care about the herbalist. The market doesn't need to be polite. Thankfully, the orchard doesn't get hurt by tornadoes, neither does the pasture, but sadly we did lose our chickens, which were our only stable food source. We didn't lose the storage barns, which had the little bit of food we had left, but we have lost all of our food making capabilities in one deft... Oh, people are starving to death. This is not a good position to be in. Thankfully, the gatherers huts just came back up. Down here, one of them has, so we'll start getting some gatherers' goods. We've lost all our students because... Oh no, they killed the freaking teacher! So all of our labourers were uneducated. Oh no! So we lost educated labourers and were given the students to replace them. That's why it doesn't look like our labourer went down, but it has. It's effectively... We've just traded all of our all that work to make an educated populace has just gone down the drain. In addition to this, we lost all our leather. We've got no clothes. Oh no! Oh, poop. So and sirettes, off camera, I did actually have a storage barn here. I was just thinking, why do we have no leather? Okay, so thankfully the trading post had a huge stock of leather. Turned down to 0. The trader will put the leather back into the works so the tailor can make clothes. Oh, crap. Crisis management. My leg's shaking, so do you generally get nervous? Do you have like weird leg shaking that goes up and down really quickly? I'm doing that. Thankfully, okay, so positives. We're not currently starving because of our huge fisherman intake, our huge fish intake. Other positives, we do have a gatherer's hut which is now functional and will start to produce food, even if it is very inefficient because it's distance, because I hadn't set it up properly yet. Other pros, we still have cattle. That's a very small pro, but it is a pro nonetheless. People are still dying of starvation. That's negative, we're not focusing on that. Other pros, food will eventually be here. When that gets fully grown in 4 seasons, that'll be great. I can't put farmers off there because that'll ruin our future, but right now our houses are gone. Just remove them for now, we don't need them. I'd rather get the wood from them. The wood, stone and iron back into stockpile. Since one of those was a stone, one, the rest of the... Sorry, yeah, one was stone, the 2 were regular wood, so we'll get some iron from one of them. Oh, houses are still starving though. Tools, okay, we're good for tools. So blacksmith, you go on to crisis management team number Alpha, Beta, Sin. Hello trader, what do you got? Please have food. Please have food. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, 120, I'll have all 333 of you. And we'll have all 16 of you. Trade, dismiss, there we go. Thank you! Ugh. Positives, trader. Oh, what else could we do for food? The pasture person died, so I need to get that back now, otherwise the cows will die. Not that I really care about cows right now, honestly. Oh, don't build the houses, we don't need people. Remove the house. Who died? Forester died of starvation. Of all the jobs right now, foresters aren't exactly on high priority. Builders are on high priority, labourers on high priority, and any food suppliers are on high priority. The hunting cabin's about to come back up. However, most people are starving. The food already put in the stockpiles? No, okay, so the trader still needs to put the food in the stockpile, so that'll take a little while. But it does mean now, technically, oh, the trader died. Brrr! No! Okay, we'll have just one farmer then. It'll slow down the growth of the orchard, but who cares? We just need at least one farmer so the orchard doesn't actually die. Okay, the trader will now put the food stock into the stockpiles. Oh, this is so bad. We're losing everyone. Trader, put the food in the freaking stockpile, you moron! You know what? I don't want these. Okay, I want exactly how many I've got. There we go. So you won't work on putting any more. There you go. Look, you're starving, but you also got food. That's food packet right there. And dink. That's leather. You're really putting leather in the stockpile now. Over that, you are a moron, sir. You are a absolute freaking moron who's going to actively kill us all. Actually, passively kill us all, but regardless, kill us all nonetheless. Okay, we don't need a vendor because there's no job for a vendor. We do, however, need a hunter. We don't need a physician right now. We need more hunters. We don't need a woodcutter right now. We need more hunters. We don't need foresters right now. We need more gatherers. I'm going to say them again, but the hunter this time. Fisherman, hunter, gatherer. Okay, no, you can stay as. I have one forester, so at least our wood supply doesn't completely go away. Please say your. Please add food in your thing right now. Please add food. Please, 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 please. That's leather again. But I just told you I didn't care about the leather. Oh my lord. Please put the walnuts into the stockpile. Oh, this is so bad. This is really, really awful. Humans are dying, which normally I wouldn't care too much about considering my choice of games, but right now when they're my humans, it's actually atrocious. Well, the freaking cemeteries are filled up. The grave digger got some work out of it. I haven't even seen any cattle be slaughtered yet. Cows for the slaughter. Okay, food's going up. We have food in the stock, finally. Not much, but a little bit. Some houses are still starving, but that's just because I haven't grabbed the food yet. Some people might still die in the process. Okay, some people are grabbing the food now. Yep, some people are dying. That was a builder. That was a child, which arguably is the better option. I'm still, you know, I'm not removing the teacher. I'm not putting libraries in play, which are uneducated, because that will just screw us over in the future. We need a future, sir and sirettes, and through hardships, and through sorrow, and through pain, we will grow more powerful, we will grow stronger, and as a nation, as a legion, sir and sirettes, we will conquer this world. And back in a second, because someone's at the door. Sir and sirettes, my lovely friends, viewers, subscribers, etc. Is it not the most beautiful sight? The first season, this orchard has yielded fruit and lovely nuts. Well, nuts. If you count that as the fruit of the tree, then you can. Of course, it is a nut, but nonetheless, it's food. The orchards are producing food. I've also, the second orchard has just been finished and finally, well, it's been planted and I've got a little caretaker, but it certainly won't be giving us food this year. The cows have gone up to 9. I've just got my first shipment of beef and leather. And we are proving, as always, sir and sirettes, life will always find a way to grow even in the most dire of circumstances and locations. We will be fine. We are managing and we are growing once more. And we need to rebuild the houses over here, which were destroyed in the tornado. Thankfully, if there's a fire, I haven't built a well, but because we're so close to water supplies everywhere, it shouldn't be too much of a concern. Over here, I may consider making a well, however. So, we've got a slow income of beef. Not the best, but it will also yield leather. Our secondary pasture is almost ready, which I am still deciding whether to keep or not at this stage, or pause. Our trader is sadly offline currently, since we simply don't have a trader to work there. Although it will still work, we can't put any new supplies in there because honestly we can't afford the wood. We've had to cut back all of our foresters and woodcutters until we have more labourers into the pool. In fact, I am somewhat tempted to, you know, I think desperate times, desperate measures. Look at our health, look at everything. Okay, schoolhouse is off. There we go. We need a herbalist, as we lost all the herbs in the destruction of one of the storage barns, sadly. So a new herbalist is made. We have a load of new labourers now who are going to become foresters and woodcutters, because our food is finally back on track, so we don't need them as much. Also, we're going to put 2 into farming just now because the yield is actually quite good this year, it seems, which is lovely. And I want the farmers in here so they can actually do their work. I'll lower the max amount here to 1 so we can have maximum farmers. That is going to yield a lot of food when it comes to late autumn. Not 100% because we haven't had enough farmers tending it during the summer and the spring, but it should give us still a decent amount into this storage barn. Sir and sirettes, this is a very taxing chore now. We've got to remake our little village, make it back to where it once was, and that's not going to be an easy task. Okay, they're getting the food. Walnuts, already 175. Also, a cow just got slaughtered, so an extra 100 beef just went into the stockpile. 2 cows apparently got slaughtered. Okay. Speaking of beef, the person at the door was actually someone, was actually a delivery man delivering my shipment of beef jerky. Which may sound like nothing, sir and sirettes, but when you live in England, getting beef jerky is a very difficult task. It's not exactly a task which you can just go, oh, I'll just go down the shop and get some decent beef jerky. All you see is the very rare, horrible store varieties, which are just the worst things in the world. To get proper jerky, you have to order it specially and really go out of your way to get it. So, Jerky Day comes but once a month, and it's a good month, because I do have it back order. Oh, look at our food, that was really good. Okay, so the orchard is now finally up and running, so every year that's going to happen, which means, well, we have a constant supply of food and everything's looking good again. Our teacher is still teaching. I don't think I'll get any more labourers through the student kind of forcing them out of school again, though. I think I'll try and leave it as it is. And now we have some herbs in the bank, so our health has gone up a little bit. We have 2 new kinds of food coming in here, and we do have our gatherer's hut back up over here. So, you know, it's actually looking alright now, sir and sirettes. It's actually looking pretty good. We have, thankfully, all the industry infrastructure wasn't really touched, so none of that was damaged, so we haven't lost our ability to produce firewood or tools or clothes. So that's all good. We haven't lost much, that's the important thing. All we really lost was our food capabilities, because we were already on such a bad position, because I'd overcommitted for the future of the village and kind of forgot about the current here and now. Although I think we were going to manage perhaps 1, maybe 2 deaths, perhaps. Sadly, suddenly losing all of our current food production, oddly enough, not the best. Still, it's looking okay now. It's looking okay. We're still about 20 people down from our last population, even after 2 seasons now it's been since the tornado. And like when I say seasons, by the way, I mean like a full cycle. So spring has came once, but is that cow half out of the gate? Don't think you can hide behind that tree, sir. I see you. See, we'll have to assume they're all sirs because we don't get milk, which is questionable considering they breed. But saying that, in this game logic, you can actually have a single cow breed, so I don't think it really follows logic too stringently anyway. Okay, this season should be good now. The orchard should get to 100% since it does have the maximum amount of farmers, even if some of them are living quite far away, which is a bit of a shame. Good to rebuild our houses here as well. And once the houses are rebuilt, we can focus on getting the market back up. Our pasture's almost ready, which is kind of good. That's a very long-term thing though, because it means we're going to have to split the cows up, so actually we're going to lose a bit of our current production. So for those who don't know how it works, how a pasture works is if there are the max amount of the animal currently in stock, so let's say there's 9, all adults, and one of them gives birth to a child, one of the adults will be killed because you've got to 10 stock, which means you're over the middle of the limit. That butchering, that culling of the herd produces the food and leather you see in here. So until it maxes out, it's a bit difficult, and of course each cow has a chance to breed every so often. That's kind of how the background systems work. So of course, once you have a maximum size pasture, there's a lot more cows in there. There's going to be more kids per season, per cycle, and because of that, more calves per cycle, and because of that, there's going to be more of the adults, you know, put to the storage barn. So in the future, that's going to be really good. Right now, we're effectively stopping this pasture's production completely in order to secure a better future for our village, because that is producing leather, because that means we can lose some of the dependency on the hunting cabins, which is actually really good. But at the same time, they don't produce much leather, and their food isn't great. See, 2 calves, which means we now have 10, so one must have got slaughtered straight away. Yes, it did. That's why there's like 100 there. So soon, one of these will be removed. It's not a graphic. They simply, there you go, disappear. In fact, he simply waves his hand and beef goes into his hand. That's how that happens, so it's not exactly a graphic thing. It is Banished, after all. This is not exactly a gore fest, is it? It's actually one of the more peaceful games, just until the rare catastrophes happen, in which case everything is bad in the world. What is there more to do then? So I think right now what we need to do is focus on trying to figure out where to put our dwindling labour force, because currently our food's actually going up. Which we can... Okay, shall we? Yeah, we kind of leave that as it is then. So we're actually going to lower some of our gatherers and make sure it comes out of here, because this is the less effective one. So there we go, take away 2, and hopefully this will completely go out of work. Actually, we could just turn it off. There we go. So only this gather slot's open, which means now we have 2 spare labourers, which will become herdsmen when the time is right. So that's our current uses of people. We need the foresters. Wood's kind of dwindling. Firewood's doing okay. Population-wise, we're doing okay. The kids aren't really being born, but that's because there's no houses currently, because everything got saturated, you know, when the houses got destroyed in the tornado of, I don't know what year it was, but we should remember it. Actually, let's go back and watch. When was the year of the tornado? I'll have a look myself anyway, but it'll be the tornado of 32 or something, and it'll be like the instance of 32. Oh, plague one year, then tornado the next. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Food's actually doing quite well. I think it's because of the orchards. Yeah, because we've got the walnuts in again. See, orchards and farms I put so much stock into, and I think farms are arguably a lot better than orchards. Certain threats, I think I'm actually going to leave it here. It's going to be a bit of a short episode, I know, but I'll just put it out as it is, because I'll be playing this later on today, but I can't right now, and I want to put it to render and all that good stuff. So, of course, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed my suffering, and I hope to see you next time. Of course, if you are enjoying the series, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and of course means the world to me and shows this is a series you like. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and of course, do take care. Goodbye, Certain Threats. Goodbye.